So we're sitting at the Loft Cafe in Tollesbury and I'm looking out and there's this. Last week we spent another day in Tollesbury exploring this quaint little East Coast seaside town. This week we go sailing again, although not very far. We just got up the coast to what is a new place for us. Training frame or something for helping people get used to tall ships or something like that, but I don't know. I'm probably completely wrong. If anyone knows, please let us know below. What do you think it is, Izzy? I don't think it's a play park. You couldn't even get started on any of those things, Izzy.
Hello. Yesterday I met two friends, and they asked us if we would like to go to Brightwell.
Brightlingsea.
Brightlingsea with us, and so we said yes. See at Ava and Oscar in the film, and they have a boat that's the same size as us. And we're going to have.
Do you know what it's called?
No.
Harmony, isn't it?
Harmony, and they are going to be following us to the place
no,
because
we'll probably follow
we
them.
have a faster sail than them.
Yeah, but they know where they're going. We'll probably follow them.
But Dad knows where we're going, don't you?
Oh,
I'll still follow them.
It's a very narrow channel, and we ran aground getting here. So and it's a falling tide this time.
No, it's not. Oh, it will be when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Won't be leaving here, but it will be getting there.
Yeah. Don't worry, video camera. I work out these things, such as falling tides and narrow channels. Because I phoned my parents up last night. I said, have I been to Brightlingsea before? And they said, yes. We ran aground there and spent an entire 12 hours sat on a oyster bed. I was like, oh yes, I remember that. Don't worry, Izzy, it's quite pleasant sitting up there. Anyway. We've just left Tollesbury. It's not something you see every day on your chart plotter, is it? Nice green mud. We just had to push through some mud, didn't we, Izzy? Izzy had to press the button to tell the depth sounder that yes, we know we've run aground, but we're going to push through it anyway. We're following Harmony out the channel because they keep their boat here all the time. And they have a lifting keel, but they've set it to about 5 foot the same as us, which is very kind of them. It also gives them better steerage if they have their keel down. There they are. No life jackets. They are. I bet they're wishing they put a jumper on though. It's not that warm, is it? Coming up to the bit where we ran aground coming in this marked channel. We've got 3 meters. I think that's more than we had coming in. We're sailing. We've got all our reefs in, 2 reefs in, because we're sailing with this Beneteau 28, and it's got a lifting keel. It's not, overly sporty, so we're trying to keep with them. This is our rig then. It was good practice actually for us to try our new reefing lines. So there we go. There she is.
How fast are you guys going? Sorry?
Oh, only far.
4.8.
Our dog's jammed up.
Oh, okay.
You're looking good though, is he?
So, it's only 10 knots of wind, true, but it's because we're going upwind now, we've got like 15 knots apparent, but we've actually decided that 2 reefs is actually really nice. The boat is brilliantly balanced. It only heels over to 15 degrees, something like that, rather than the 30 odd degrees we had on the way up here. And she's still trucking along at a reasonable speed. Was that 5.5 knots?
Yeah.
I mean, we were doing 7 on the way up here, but then there was more wind and we were properly in the... And as before, she just sails herself. We just switch on wind mode. B&G do know how to make a good auto helm. It didn't like the quartering waves downwind. Occasionally it would get out of sync with itself and start overcorrecting, but upwind is brilliant. Anyway, we're just slogging away up here.
This is the worst thing of this boat, is there isn't any handles to get down.
Well, yeah, it's not far down.
Yeah, it's alright for you to say. I'm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's only about 4 foot drop.
3 small steps, but anyway, yeah.
It's still hard.
Still far enough to
it's
hurt
only
yourself if you
handle.
fall, yeah.
I'm gonna go sort my daughter out of playing cards that's falling everywhere. Oh my days, I get rid of God. Okay, we've now got 20-mile-an-hour winds. Izzy and I have come down below, and we've Ian and I've taken the jib, even though it had 2 reefs in it. We've taken the main down because we were just leaning over too much with Izzy and Winnie on board, and we've just got our small cruising jib, really small, and we're still leaning over loads. Them as we're hoping to just do the one night here. This is Brightlingsea.
Last time I came here was in the Blaze, about 12 years ago.
I remember. Where was I then? I was in a campsite somewhere. What side were we? Yeah, I remember.
Graduate national series also.
Yeah, I remember being at Brightlingsea with you in the Blaze. Someone in a blaze. Yeah, Daddy and I should know where we're going, shouldn't we? Been here before. Okay, we found the boards. Ian's got to keep these red and white boards in line with each other, and that is your approach in. And I guess these change every time like they do on the deep. Zoom out a bit. Just turned on this yellow mark here, and then as Izzy pointed out, there's another tower over here. Loads of little beach huts. It's really nice so far. He's playing with the sail tie like a little kitten, is he? He's trying to catch it. When you're a child on a boat, you have to find your own entertainment, don't you? Knocking that annoying piece of sail ties. Perfect. Winnie stopped shaking. Winnie's happy. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to buy a motorboat, Winnie, for you. That's what depth we have. And we're about 3 hours after high water now, eh? We're tired.
Yeah, it's about mid-tide.
Yeah, so mid-tide, and we've still got this at the moment. It's like a little loud. I think it takes people to and from the beach.
I think TV to travel the world.
We're we're about here at the moment.
So Brightlingsea, not your typical East Coast marina. They just have 2 long pontoons floating in one of the nearby creeks and a water taxi that ferries you around. To get there, the harbour master comes out in his little dinghy and shows you where to go. As we were only staying for one night and as space is at a bit of a premium here, we were going to raft up alongside Harmony. And I'd show you that because we'd never rafted up before and we think we made a pretty good job of it, except the camera went flat just 30 seconds before we arrived. But we made it okay in the end. Something tells me that the guy driving this water taxi may have done it before. He comes into a space that's not much bigger than the boat itself, at speed, and stops it perfectly.
Where are we going?
Good point, I don't know, where are we going?
I don't know. Oh yeah, we're meant to go to the beach.
So here we are at Brightlingsea Beach. It's really cool. You have to walk around the corner a wee bit, and then they've got this sort of pool that floats. If we'd known where the boat is, his dinghy, look. There you go. And the channel that we just came through is up there. This is with her little friends again. Keeping busy, and actually Winnie's here. It does say no dogs. We didn't know that, so we're hiding her. She's only a puppy if anyone sees her. Anyway, she's not a dog, she's a bitch, if you want to get technical about it. We've got loads of pretty beach huts. It's very British. Look at that. And guess what I'm wearing? Bikini clad? No. Jeans. I don't know, what temperature do you think it is, Eve? 25?
20 something, it feels hot in the sun.
Yeah, cold in the wind. What flavour lolly did you choose, Iz? And why are you wearing Mummy's fleece?
Because I went in the pool and I got soaking wet.
You went in the pool and you got soaking wet.
And cold.
Yeah, you should have been in your wetsuit, shouldn't you? On our walk back and we found a very pretty boat.
Proper old boat yard.
Yeah.
The yard itself is kind of seen better days, but in the corner of it is a beautiful looking wooden boat.
Because sometimes I try to do it with it, but I just...
So after a very British holiday afternoon of time at the beach and ice creams, we have a very British dinner to finish the day off.
Dinner served!
There you go then.
Is that all you need? Dinner served?
It's pudding time!
Yay!
I must just say, Izzy is the only one with dessert. Daddy and I have. Mummy's actually just sticking to that. Look. Not much left over after a bottle. Yes. Yes. Oh dear. I think everybody knew I wasn't a goody-goody. So there you go. I'm going to just use this as my mirror because this is the only... We'd need to put a mirror and a clock on this boat. We didn't have a mirror last year, did we? There we go. Ta-da! Doesn't that look well groomed? My poor husband having to look at me.
He's going to put that in the...
No, he won't.
Your two things.